Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. Got a good mix of cards here in my hands. These are recent purchases, so we'll start off here with this lot that I got in. Pretty happy with this lot. A mixture of some Topps Chrome basketball stuff that I wanted, and then just a few other cards that I saw that the bulk seller had up at auction, and I went ahead and bought some of those. So gonna go over those real quick. Got to get them out of these cases here. All right, so some of this here, like this Jordan Poole, this will be a good whatnot inventory. Blue out of 150. We got the Jason Tatum Clutch Gene Geometric Gold out of 50. This one here is one of the inserts that I think is pretty good for grading. The white back definitely really helps with that. A couple of SGA cards here. These could both be $40 as long as he comes back from injury and wins the MVP, but got these for, like 21 or 22 bucks a piece, which is really cheap, and could always trade in this one here for the blue X-Fractor. There's another refractor there. And then the last one was a Holger Rooney green sapphire numbered to 125. And this one I bought for $1. This is one that you could probably list for 10 bucks, so, or even just send off to ComC. So pretty easy there on that order. Got some one-piece stuff that came in too. I think the margins on these are really good. A lot of them 5X and PSA 10s, 4 or 5X with 90% gem rates. So gonna look into grading some of this. This is Boa Hancock. Similar to Pokemon. This one's tough with the white down here. Could not see that in the image, but that's okay. Mainly looking for the whiting and then the centering. So obviously with that white on it, that's not one that I want to grade, but the centering looks good. So this is one that I will have to look at to resell and disclose that. This one here, centering looks really solid on it. Don't see any white on it. Obviously there's a couple of just flakes they'll flick off. So this is one that would be good to grade. This one is Shanks. Really don't know much about One Piece, but again, I just look at it strictly from a math perspective to see what you can profit on. Miss All Sunday, this one here looks pretty good to me. The centering on the back doesn't matter as much. They give you 75-25 for TCG, so, or for all cards as a matter of fact, but some people think centering on the back is really important. It's really not. It's more of the whiting. Pokemon can have some pretty bad centering on the back sometimes, so have to pay attention to that more. But this one here looks pretty clean. Bought another glass canvas. This is Magic Johnson. They threw in the basketball refractor. We'll make that a whatnot inventory, but pretty nice glass canvas. Looks to be centered. Surface is always somewhat questionable on those, but it's just part of the design. Back, making sure the corners look good. They do, so this one should be one that I send off to grade. Right here, got an order from DC, so I think that I had 2 or 3 cards that have been sitting in the cart for close to 4 days, and then thankfully I had a few more wins that came through, just because I don't like to hold my stuff more than 5 days with the consigners, just in case they cancel. So Westbrook Gold Geometric out of 50, that was like 20 bucks maybe. This Gems, which, take a look at the back here, looks pretty solid. I think this would be a pretty good card to gem up. Really like that Westbrook. This one's for the PC on card, Emmanuel Sharp auto. I don't care about really the condition of this, so that extra line over there, the ink mark, don't care about that. Just really cool that it's an on-card auto from him. Sleek Finishers, another good insert in my opinion. Pretty light back, the white, 3 white corners and then 1. I mean, it's still a white corner with the design, so 4 white corners. This one's the True Gold out of 50. Got ourselves a Keontae George Silver Prism, looks to be centered up pretty nice. Corners look pretty good, edges look pretty good. Gonna have to check out the surface on this one, but that looks to be in good condition. And then we got an SGA Gold out of 2025. This one's number 66 out of 2025, so pretty low serial number. A little bit of white chipping up there. We'll have to see. This one could be good enough to send off for grading. If not, I'll just hold it. Pretty happy with holding those 2025, 26 golds. They're really cheap right now, and the really good players from like the 2008 set specifically, like Kobe and LeBron, those sell for a lot. So I don't see why some of these players couldn't sell for a good amount in the future. Got another one-piece card here, Monkey D. Luffy. Pretty nice looking card here. I know that I've seen like a variation that sells for a lot in a PSA 10, like in the thousands, but it's some sort of variation going on in the background. This one is not it, but still sells well. This one looks pretty clean to me. Again, gonna have to look all these over for grading, but one piece with a 90+% gem rate, as long as it looks good in the images, which, you know, I'm kind of upset I missed this one on. As long as it look good in the images, I'm buying it if the margins are there. Just with a 90% gem rate, hard to go wrong. Here's a really nice one I got. Got it for like less than 200. The Pikachu first edition shadowless. Not a holo, obviously, but really good looking card. Pretty clean back. Not really much white on it at all. Would hope for a 7 or an 8 on it. Realistically a 7, but an 8 would be great. Would make a lot of money off that, but pretty happy with that Pikachu. Here is another one piece. This one is Nami. Pretty much what I do for the one piece cards I buy is, you know, I don't really know much about it, so I set up a filter on eBay. I just search one piece, then I go to the advanced settings, minimum dollars, $50, just because I think that's where my margins will be the best, and you know, at least one bid on the card, so I'm not getting people that start bids off really high, and then I just go place bids on it or pre-bid on them. So this one here is from the 2023 championship. Pretty good margins on this one as well. Some of them don't have good margins, like they might be 50 raw, 150 in a 10. No point in grading those in my opinion, but if it's like 75 raw, 300 in a 10, might as well get it. Yamato, don't know how to pronounce any of this stuff, but really clean looking card there. I know that the market's been going up. I think that I can get these turned around quick enough that, you know, this market still will be going up. So pretty happy with all these one piece editions I've got. I got a couple more of them too. So 2 more. Here's the Monkey D. Luffy. This one here, again, looks pretty clean. I'd be interested to know if red back versus blue back's easier. Obviously, when you look it up on gemrate.com, it is for that specific color. Like this card here is always going to have the red back, but maybe that would be something I look at when I grade these myself, just to see, you know, if it's an 80 versus 90%, or, you know, on the gem rates, maybe I'll just stick to one of the colors in the future too, just to give myself the best chances possible. And then here's the last one, Bo Hancock. Just a different year, different art. Really centered, really clean. So really happy with that one. And then final 3 cards. This one here is the Moltres and Zapdos and Articuno GX. Really cool looking card. Looked really clean on eBay to me. Really clean back. Looks to be centered, so that will be a good one to grade. Nice glass canvas look, to put it in sports cards terms. And then Victor Wembanyama, green prism, a little off center top bottom, but might get away with it if everything else is clean, so we'll take a look at that for grading. And then the last one here is the Giannis gold loading. Took a while for this one to come in. I can't get this off. Or maybe it's just because it was from Quick Insight, I had it in my cart for a bit, but I've decided to no longer buy the loadings. The back's just too hard for me to get a 10, so we'll take a look at it. Who knows, but not buying those anymore. So a lot of cards in. Hopefully you guys did enjoy the video. If you did, be sure to like and subscribe, comment other video ideas, as well as what you think of these cards down below in the comment section. Link to my eBay store and ComC store are down below in the description. As always, thank you guys for watching. 2K for life. Peace.